Let's rock and roll.
I've been waiting all day.
Rock and roll.
To go.
Wayne John's
You go live. Temu's and like, I don't know, tempting. They got a lot of good stuff on there, especially if they notify me every 2 seconds of good deals.
Temu.
Yeah.
I bought some stuff off Temu at your recommendation. They've contacted me via email, text message, smoke screen.
They got Mother's Day stuff. I told you.
Coupons out the yin yang, promising me everything. It's like having a stalker. Temu. Every time it pops up, I'm like, ah, damn, what now? I don't need no more zip ties. I'm good.
I got good stuff. Good stuff, cheap.
Yeah. Yep.
Who are you talking to? Camera.
We're live.
Oh, are we?
We have been.
Sorry, guys.
We have been. I wasn't going to tell you, but then I was like, she might say something just straight out the box. And then I was thinking, what is Brandy going to say straight out the box? And then I was like, who knows? Better safe than sorry. Yes, we are live. We have been for a second.
Okay. Good thing I didn't say nothing bad.
Hi, One Love, Patriot Wife, Hippie Grandma, Barbara Lang, P.E. Island Girl, Mary Gross.
We're a little bit early.
We're a bit early, man. Damned it, sure enough. I thought I'd thought it all through. We planned this bad boy 5 days ago. I was like, Brandy, Saturday night, 7:30, sound good to you? And she was like, yeah, that sounds straight. Me and her sitting there taking our son to work are just like, We're like, what time you get off? 8. We're like, shit. We didn't think of that.
No.
So we started early. We can roll till 7:50. Anything past that.
He gets mad if we're late. His chauffeur, his limousine is not properly waiting for him at the door. No, he's not that dramatic, but he don't like waiting.
Sometimes he won't even talk to you the whole trip to work. He makes you feel like you are the limo driver.
Yeah.
Tell me. I have a feeling if he had a screen he could put up, he would do it. He'd just be like, I think when he hears me talk, he hears.
It's hard having teenagers, especially boys. Boys, they don't like talking.
Yeah. And they're just like lions. You know, lions, they start looking at the alpha male after they start getting big and all deep voiced and shit, thinking, his time's coming. I told him the other day, I got news for you. I will retire the pride when I'm damn good and ready. You ain't near that. Don't let the gray hair fool you. I ain't no easy win. Right? And my mama. Y'all like the names today? Uhtred and Baby Mama?
He said, what do you want to be called? I'm like, I don't know. I guess.
Well, how would you pick that?
I don't know.
You sound like
I'm his baby.
You sound like a Maury guest.
I'm his baby mama times 3.
Baby mama.
So.
You know what? We should fake out Maury or one of them and just make us up a story. You know? Oh, thank you, One Love.
Thank you.
Make us up a story about I don't know, something crazy.
Send it in, be on the show.
Send it in just to be on the show. Get the free trip. You get motel.
I'm not a good actor, so
yeah.
I would have to tell you.
Well, Maury bit the dust. There ain't no more Murray.
Really?
Yeah.
He's probably already DNA'd all the people out there. He's had a lot of people on the show.
I thought it was awful they pushed old Maury out like that. Maury should have had it like Dr. Phil. He leaves the game when he's ready, man. He's been around.
Sorry. John watches it. I can't watch it.
Oh, I don't watch it no more. I just watch. I tell you what, the one good thing about YouTube is clip videos, I think. Yeah. Because you can get just You are not the father. I love those.
I'm sorry, you got a problem if you don't know who your baby's daddy is.
And if you've missed it like 3 times, damn.
You got a big problem. People don't understand. You can only get pregnant 3 to 4 days out of the month, okay? And these people are testing 10 people, 12 people. You
Busy
have
weekend.
yeah. I guess they don't know that. They're probably not smart enough to know that, but that comes down to like 3 guys a day, different guys. So
Young girls these days. I just don't know about them.
I don't care. Sleep. That's just.
Oh, it's crazy, man. I don't see how you could.
Especially a small town, unless you go pick a guy off the street every day, a couple guys. Where are you gonna find that many guys to sleep with? Then you'd be going, I don't know. It's just weird.
Well, we was gonna, the original thought for this evening was what we was gonna do is go down one of the rabbit hole things, and I'd even thought about it some.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to go down and I told you about this because I overthink shit, and I've triple thought this. If they're saying there's no sign of an abduction, that tells me I don't think they've got anybody leaving the area that they can't account for.
All right. Yeah, there's a reason they're saying that.
Yeah.
You think that's one thing they did come out and actually say.
See, because you got so much they've actually said, you can nitpick it to death, but I feel like that's why.
Mm-hmm. We were thinking maybe the only way I would know is if maybe they had camera footage in one direction, showing the cars that went by that time of day. You could rule out a lot if somebody had a camera.
A lot. And
viewing the road, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially if they went with her time frame, her time period. You go look from the point she said till, whenever. And that's some rural shit out there. There's not going to be much you're going to have to identify, I'm sure.
Thank you, Barbara. She gifted a membership.
Oh, thank you, Barbara.
The lucky person was Valerie Ritter.
I've seen Val around before.
Thank you, Barbara. That was nice of you. Sorry to interrupt you, Val.
Yeah, you broke them out stride. Where was I at?
I'm talking about how they could say that.
Yeah, I was going to go down this rabbit hole. I done thought it out. I was, and go through all that. And then me and Brandy look in the comments, and somebody's like, have you heard about...
I thought it was an email.
That was
no comments. That big old story?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You make it all awkward.
You make it all awkward, man. It was what I said it was. Why are you trying to pick my story apart?
4 paragraphs or 3. So.
And God bless them for writing it. Anyway.
I just thought it was email. Who did it to give them credit? Do we know?
I don't know, man.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway. They were like, have you heard about Candace's friend Kathy and her video she did the other day on her live stream, what she had to say? And I was like, no. Me and Brandy found it, watched it. I had notes.
Juicy.
It's not juicy. It's wild is what it is, this part.
I don't know if y'all have watched the video.
If y'all haven't watched it, you should watch it. I recommend it. Don't leave here to do it. Let me tell you about it first, because I'll sum it up, because there's a lot of dead time in this.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's not action-packed.
No.
But there's some stuff in there.
This is a good source, too, because Candace actually lived with this lady for 6 months or so, she said. No, I don't know about that long, but she lived there with her.
Yeah. She helped Candace. See, I remember one time, I'm pretty sure she was the one that was helping Candace do the video that time.
Maybe.
Remember when I got footage of her and I used to pick and make it like she was on our show and
Mhm.
she'd sit there for long periods of time and just be like,
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
oh, thank you, Chrissy, Mama.
Thank you. Oh,
I was doing my
I thought
impersonation.
you said thank you in the comments.
Wow. I swear, it's like you, I don't know, man. You've been blonde this last week.
I'm sorry.
Have y'all seen this stuff? And I'm telling you, this woman, I don't know about her. Number one, everybody I've seen talk about her say, best thing going, sliced bread and all that. I'm not sold on her for one reason. And you know what the reason is.
Yeah.
What is it that we find makes her just a tad bit sketchy?
She wears a mask all the time. I don't know if that's what you're
All the time. Solo, nobody around.
doing a video with mask on.
Coughing sounds like she can't breathe.
Which that might be legit, but why would you wear a mask on camera with nobody around you?
If you're having trouble breathing, and she's like, the whole video's like,
she's sick, yeah.
I'm like, take that mask off because she just regurgitating the same air. That can't help. And if you're by yourself, but she's like, nah, but I just don't get why by yourself
you wear a mask.
You couldn't take the mask off.
We thought that was kind of weird.
Just saying. And she's made a whole live stream that answers that question. I didn't have the 45 minutes to put into that one after watching this one, because this one, I'm telling you. And I tell you what, she looks like a seasoned YouTuber. She was streaming like a pro.
Darlene said bad teeth, maybe. That's what I was thinking, but I don't know.
It makes you wonder, man.
No teeth, maybe. We're not saying she's bad. I just thought it was a little strange.
I just thought it was strange that if you were having trouble breathing and stuff, you still wouldn't take that mask off by yourself, nobody else around.
Which it's hard to be on camera, you know, but I don't know. She could have done it with just sound.
But she was on camera anyway.
Yeah, true.
Maybe the mask gives her confidence. She's like Batman or something. Batman wears a mask. We won't give him a bunch of shit about it.
Or maybe she didn't want to cough on the like on her computer and get germs everywhere. I don't know. Or what if she had?
I don't know. I find it off-putting to watch somebody with a mask on indoors by themselves. Let's just drop it at that. Don't you?
Yeah, let's go on.
That's all we were saying. I have notes though. First off, and me and Brandy both watched a lot of this. There is some issue about a wish list.
Yeah, this all started over a wish list.
Apparently, her friendship with Candace all blew up over a wish list, which Kathy says she got somebody give her $10, and is that about all the details you got out of the wish list?
Yeah, that's all she got from it, $10.
But it goes back and forth about she acts like Candace was super mad that she had a wish list of.
Yeah. Candace called her up, left her a message. Hey, quit using Summer's name to get all, the stuff you've been getting, the wish list, the money, like she's been getting a lot off of Summer's name is the issues Candace is trying to say.
Right.
So.
And it's odd that that's also the same thing she seemed to be mad at Dawn B over the most. And
how I get it, it's almost like she's jealous of anybody else trying to, seeming to make money off of Summer's name, which is not good, but I don't think she's jealous over that. I think she's jealous the money isn't coming to her is the real reason. Really.
It's just the only time you see, it seems like that gets the most outrage out of her.
Yeah. But Kathy, she does do good things for Summer. I seen she was making gift bags that had It looked like little keychains and maybe like a bracelet or something in there.
Like little missing person flyers
Yeah.
this summer and keychains that look like wristbands and different little things in bags. What I got was she did it like an Easter egg drop.
Yeah.
Right?
She set them different areas for people to.
But I thought that's kind of a weird way to do it, because what about the ones that just sit there, or somebody just takes 5 of them? You know, I would hand them out or something. I don't know.
It was a daughter's idea.
Yeah. But it all seemed like the up and up, and it seemed like there was some tension about that too with Candace.
So this all started because of that. She had called her.
Right. And I hate to skip way ahead, but I want to get this out before we go any further. The biggest thing I took out of everything I heard come out of her mouth was this. She says Candace and Dawn, as a stipulation to get the boys back, couldn't be on YouTube. And that
Daisy and the farm knew this.
Yeah.
Interesting, huh?
Don't shoot the messenger.
It makes sense, though.
That's what she said. Now, when I heard that, I was like, wow.
Why is she on YouTube? Why she's on Daisy's show?
You know, and that's what Kathy says, right? So
I kind of believe her, because remember she used to be on YouTube all the time, then all of a sudden didn't hear from her. Couldn't find her, not on anybody's YouTube. So maybe for a while she thought about changing and not been on panel.
See, that's what I thought was wild, is why
now?
Why now? But I tell you, for everything, I never really knew who Kathy was, had any feel for her at all. I always got the assumption she was some really nice Christian person that had took her in and was trying to help her out. Now, I'm not saying she ain't that, but she's a little more.
Which that's what she did. She did take Candace in to try to help her for summer.
But I tell you, Candace has burnt this bridge.
Like every other bridge. There's a pattern.
She said a lot in, like, what was it? It was an hour and a half, but it like starts out and she's doing like little things, her daughter's project, stuff like that, and people in the chat just ain't having it. They're like, hey, what about Candace? We heard something about Candace, you know? And she's having to sit there and defend. And I want to make very clear, through it all, she still says she doesn't think Candace had zilch to do with what happened this summer.
Yeah. Or somebody would have to bring her evidence.
She says, period, point blank, she still don't think Candace had nothing to do with summer. So, but I think it's wild, all the stuff she says about Candace, and, you know, it, if all true, paint the picture of a person that's a horrible person. I don't know why she still has zero doubt about that.
Debbie said, I think Dawn and Candace are always on YouTube for the money and cash ups. That's what I think too. Maybe they ran out of money. And Candace like, I gotta go get back on YouTube. Get me some free money.
And then Kathy kind of said that too.
Yeah. Not thinking about getting her kids back.
But here's the thing. Kathy says, she even says that she knows about the child support.
Oh, yeah.
They pay $30 a month.
Not weekly, monthly.
$10 per child a month. $30.
And Candace has been asking multiple people to borrow that money, or she needed money for it at the same time.
She seems to think Candace has had multiple people pay the same money, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
So she's kind of double dipping with the same excuse. She says some other stuff, man, but this is a burnt bridge. It's bad, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him coming back from this.
No. Kathy has tried to help her get a job. She got applications, never would turn them in. She got her application for HUD assistance. filled it out, wouldn't turn it in. Just she tried to help this lady. She don't want no help. She don't want to get better in life. She just wants to do what Candace wants to do, in my opinion. Have an easy life, live off of others.
Now, there's two sides to every pancake, but I think this Kathy lady is basically telling us the truth, and everything she tells, man, is just wild. Like, to me, the wildest thing she even says is about the judge said to get their sons back, they couldn't be on YouTube.
Oh, and she said the farm lady knows this. Daisy knows this.
Yeah.
Why is Daisy having her on if she knows that? You know? That's just awful.
Candace lied on Ernie's thing, also claiming you want divorce. She wanted help. She just wants her cake and eat it too.
Oh, yeah. She told Kathy that too. She wanted a divorce.
Yeah. Kathy talked a lot about that too. She was like the 6 months, and I'm assuming this was why Dawn was in jail. She's all like, I want a divorce.
I want to
get me away from him and all this. And then when Dawn gets out, it's back to Dawn. So I think she just played this woman.
Yeah.
Is what it sounds like to me.
Just a nice woman trying to help somebody out.
But it just makes her character look so bad. And then you want us to go back and believe the story that she tells for why Summer's missing. You can't. It's so hard to separate the two. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me somebody that is doing all this to people and so conniving couldn't have done something to her daughter, possibly. Right?
Mm-hmm. And she confirmed the bill she get because Candace used to get the mail there at her house. She had what? A phone bill and
an electric bill
and child support. Oh, also she said this. Candace got papers stating she was behind on child support. She hadn't been paying it.
Ain't that some shit?
Getting all this money, not even paying the $30 a month.
How you get behind on child support of $30 a month? You got to have an addiction. That's the only way possible. You wouldn't make $30 go toward keeping the cops off your ass, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Kathy said it felt like that message she got left, that Candace left, she was drinking, is the feeling she got about the wish list that started everything.
Oh, yeah. My opinion, Candace is like a chameleon. She changes to suit every situation in person. Yes, there you go. And that's what this Kathy woman says too, man. She's like saying Candace just played her, basically, while Dawn was in jail. Had somebody to take care of her.
You know, now she's over at the farm playing Daisy all up, and either Daisy.
Well, they're playing each other. Man.
Yeah.
Daisy's no victim in this. I'll tell you that.
No, because she knows. You know, she should know what Candace is all about herself.
But my thing is, I think what makes all this so dishonest is most of the time you hear the money and explanation has something to do with getting the boys back, right? Well, it seems like to me that's
they don't care. They're not working to get the boys back, or she's not working.
If you know going on YouTube, you can't. It's going to stop you from being able to get the boys back.
Why would you be back?
Why would you be on YouTube asking for money for a lawyer to get the boys back?
Yeah. Really, while Dawn was in jail, she could have had a job. She could have filled out the HUD application, got her a house, herself, if she really wanted the kids back. I'm sure that was some of the things she would have to meet, having a job, income, housing, She's not doing nothing, mooching.
But to me, that just looks like straight up, what's it called? Help me out.
Straight up, I don't know, straight up.
Not embezzlement, but how if you know going on YouTube's going to screw you out of getting your sons back, yet you're saying you need money for the lawyer and back on YouTube. It seems like there. It just seems so shady to me. I don't know. I can't think of the word. Ain't it?
No.
I mean, the minute you go on YouTube, you're hurting your chances of that. So to
And I
even
believe
speak
that. I
about
really
that,
do. I think that's why she quit coming on YouTube. I really do.
and that makes sense.
And why she went, for how it was a while before she came back. Probably not too long ago,
And that'd be a very strange thing for this Kathy lady to make up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
seemed confident in that, and I think she was telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, for all we know, the time could have been up. For all we know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
if it ain't, this all just boggles my mind. How does anybody get away with $30 a month child support?
Not even paid.
That has possessions. I've seen some dudes get raked over the coals, sent to jail being behind on their child support, but yet they're getting $30 for 3 kids.
Probably because no income, and Dawn's in jail, so that's probably why. That's still crazy. Nothing.
She would have to go to rehab to get the boys back. I always wonder,
I'm sure, that was there too, because she would probably have to pass, clean drug screens for a while. So I'm sure that's on the list of achievements she would have to meet. Right?
I would think.
Job, housing, that.
I would think, most definitely.
Yeah. Vehicle, which she had. So that's just basic stuff, And usually there's classes, parenting classes they have to take. Stuff like that.
Said on a lie back when Dawn was locked up. I don't understand how Dawn could be so stupid. I know Dawn knows all she did while he was in jail. It's so weird, man. All that went on while he was in jail, and they just got back out like didn't skip a beat.
You can see it played out on camera. Like she would go from person to person, hanging around this person for a while, probably getting everything she could off this person, going to the next person.
And you got to give her credit. Look how many people she's been through. Ain't nobody got shit of a clue off of her yet.
Mm-mm.
Benny couldn't do it. Ernie couldn't do it. Daisy ain't gonna do it. Who else? I know I'm missing people.
Mm-hmm. And really, for them taking donations for her, you're just donating toward her drug habit. What is she doing with the money?
In your opinion?
In my opinion.
Mine too.
But probably the truth.
See, and old Kathy seemed to think that also. She insinuated as much.
Drug, alcohol. I should say alcoholic.
I took notes and I said, why mask inside? That was a note.
What else is on there we forgot? I'm sure there's some other stuff.
I just chat wants her to get on to Candace. She says a lot.
Yeah, she did say a lot.
Needs a drink of water. Oh, she's big into astrological forensics.
Well, she has a friend that does that, I think she was saying.
Which I'm not even sure what that is.
One love said, that's right, Brandy.
My next note is mask, ? Because, man, I'm telling you, it seems like she's laboring, and why you wouldn't take that surgical mask off, I don't know how that couldn't be better for your situation than trying to breathe through it. I don't.
Yeah. Darlene said she also asked for dog food. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Candace, already? Just got her dog.
The new dog, maybe. Mary Grace, I think DW and CW are both still boozing and drugging. I totally agree. Nana, 3 boys, what happened to that one old lady's channel that hasn't been on in a couple weeks? Just wondering. I know.
PG?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I'm not for sure. John said something about that. Somebody was talking about that. I'm not for sure what happened. Because she was usually on nightly, right?
Yeah. Well,
My
not
mom,
nightly, but
my mother. I don't know what
Brandy's
happened to my
mom on
mother.
PG. I have a note that says Kenneth says Kathy has Cash App wish list. Oh yeah. Apparently Kathy has her a Cash App and Kenneth didn't like that.
What I'm thinking it was for, like they were making those bags and different things for summer. I'm thinking maybe it went toward that. I'm not for sure.
I got wish list again. She said Dawn and Candace have done nothing to help Summer's case and they have no accountability for anything they do.
Yeah, I totally get that.
See, and I tell you what, Kathy seems to be a decent person.
Mm-hmm.
Every time Dawn and Candace go to somebody, they burn that bridge. Every time, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
They who has held up to it? Nobody that I can think of.
They get what they want from the person, and then they'll start turning against them, and then move on. Is usually what they do. Is my opinion.
But see, and I wrote it down here again too. She says she still thinks Candace is innocent.
Unless somebody brought her evidence of otherwise, she says.
But she did say that she thought C and D were still making trips for
Drugs.
runs, trips for illegal substances, we'll say. I wonder why she says
I
that.
don't know. That was weird.
Be gone for a couple days, they come back all skinny and shit.
Maybe.
I don't know. Something makes her think that though. So that's all I can think that can be going on that would explain the erratic behavior of D and C. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he's working, is what I heard. Is that? I don't know. She also said like Dawn would give her $100 and be gone for a couple days. I think that's fair.
Yeah, $100, but then she's bumming for money to pay her phone bill. So she said that too.
$100 for a couple days, you should be able to stretch that, right? If you need more than $100, makes you wonder.
Yeah. Then she said something about Candace was talking to somebody else that she knew, that she didn't want Kathy to talk to him. Like she had asked them for something. She didn't want them to talk to find out. You know.
She was afraid they was going to put it together that Candace asked them both to be paying for the same thing.
Or yeah,
she was
have
talking
different
about.
stories.
I mean, this lady, it's crazy that she burnt that bridge like that too, because this woman had done a lot for Candace, for what it looks like from what I've seen, the evidence I've seen before me. Like I said, I know she was helping her through them videos at one time, trying to make them.
Let's see.
Hello,
everybody coming in. Hello, Nina.
Said Candace doesn't want to work. Because like Brandy said before, she said that she had got, 3 jobs she had gotten Candace. How did she put that?
Do what now?
She had gotten her 3 jobs.
Or job opportunities.
She had 3 job opportunities. I mean, Kathy's pissed. It sounded like to me, Kathy wasn't super into telling what pissed her off.
Mm-hmm.
Had something to do with saying something about her kid, is what I gathered.
Yeah. Yeah, she said something like that too.
If I understood right, Candace received money from multiple people for the same thing. Yeah, that's what we got out of it. I got that they were talking about the child support was one thing she was doing multiple people for the same cause, right?
That's what she's using YouTube and everything for, in my opinion. You know, she's using Summer's name to get donations and money, really. She's not out there, talking about Summer, y'all help me find Summer, doing stuff to help with the situation. She's just there for handouts.
Yeah, this lady was pissed, man. But she basically everything she said, though, I could be like, yeah, I could see that.
We said it before. We thought it before. Same thing. It's just
Oh, I knew it.
validation.
I could see that coming. None of this was great surprise to me. The biggest surprise to me was what she said about the being on YouTube would screw them up with the boys.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, that's where they play the biggest victim shit too. Is about YouTube is the source of all the evil and problems in their lives, and they can't stay off that shit.
Thank you. Yeah, I agree. One Love, she joined as a supporter. Thank you.
Thank you, One Love. I just don't.
Yeah, they talk bad about it, don't they? But they use it for all it's worth too.
Like Brandy said, she said she had filled out the HUD form for Candace. Candace refused to turn it in. And Kathy was saying she don't understand what the money's for. Kathy give kind of a rundown. Kathy never mentioned the car payment. Is the car paid for?
I don't know. I didn't hear her say that either. Maybe y'all know. I'm not for sure.
Kathy basically, I don't know if she ever periods come out and said it, but she said she thinks that all the money they're getting off YouTube Cash App and is going straight to drugs.
I would have to, if I was a mom didn't have any kids, I would have to do something with my time. Just sit at home, do nothing, And she don't do nothing.
Yes, the car is paid for. Okay, see, man.
So
they could. I tell you what they should be doing is if you're going to be on YouTube, start doing it right. Do your own channel and start GoFundMe's and Cash Apps for private detectives and the such.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what all these Cash Apps should be going toward for these people. Should be a private detective. That's what Summer's case probably needs more than anything.
Yeah. Because remember, they refused the cold case people to try to look into the case. That tells you right there something, why would they refuse that? No good reason. Is there?
No.
Having free help, Why would you do that?
She made that very confusing car payment. No, it's not paid for is what I got out of that. No, it's not. I'm not sure. I think it actually might be.
I wonder where they got the money to pay it off.
The car's always been a
big thing.
A big thing as to why the hell Dawn was driving it
that day.
That Kathy day, man, I tell you, she said that about the boys. I'm still shocked by that. Still, apparently, I tried to find her wish list. I didn't even see it. Either she's taken it down or it's not. What Candace is pissed off about. Mm-hmm. I didn't see her wish list. See if you see it.
Go to her page.
Yeah, it's the friend Kathy, which that'll get. I understand why she chose the name. I found her easy, didn't I? Mm-hmm. I just Googled Candace's friend, the one Kathy, and that comes straight up. Yeah, I mean, you nailed that shit. John and Ben, they obviously don't care about any of their kids, especially little Summer. They know darn well where she's at.
They don't have none of them with them.
It's wild, man. 0 for 9 altogether. See, I didn't see. Look through the community real quick. Or no, go to the about on the very back. Anything?
No, she might have took it down.
Okay, so if there was a wish list, it's gone now. It's wild that keeps coming up with Candace being pissed at people for that, ain't it? Kathy seems old school like she says she is, but the old schoolers I know have more common sense, not so naive. It makes you wonder if she really honestly, because I felt like at one point she slipped up. I thought I wrote that down too. Remember, I even made a point to tell you. Hold on.
Oh, Crime Crazy and Critters over here is commenting on a thing. I'm sorry you're going through this, Kathy. You're a good person, and these people on YouTube can be horrible. It's like some of them don't want Summer found. They attack anyone who's friends with Don and Candace. Maybe she didn't watch the
I'm
video.
not attacking Kathy, am I? Did I ever attack Kathy?
No, I'm just saying that's Daisy's comment on one of Kathy's videos, not our video. So I don't think she watched Kathy's video. So,
In the end, though, what was it she said? She said, I believed she didn't do something to Summer or anything to Summer. She slipped one time and made it past tense, like she no longer believed that. So I just question if maybe she don't believe that. It's possible now, but she don't want to seem like she's trying to throw her under the bus. What do you think?
mm-hmm. True. I think she was just a good person trying to do a good thing for a person and was used really like all the other ones. So,
I tell you though, man.
hey, go ahead.
She's a nicer person than I am because I just would not, especially not knowing 1000% she didn't do something to her daughter, have her around mine. I think that's not a great idea. That's all I'm saying. She seems like she's nice enough to me, you know?
I could have fell for it maybe at the beginning if I didn't know a lot about the case. I'm just that kind of person. But after spending time around her, I know what she would be all about, Candace.
So. Well, I would hope it wouldn't take you a super long time to sniff it out.
Yeah.
You know?
And hey, if you want to be friends with Candace and Dawn, that's fine. I'm just, it's just ridiculous, I think, how people act.
Yeah, because, and I guarantee you, ain't nobody in Don and Candace's relationship going to stand up to the test of time. So everybody that's out talking shit right now about that are just going to end up looking like jackasses down the road when they get stepped on eventually. When they stop being beneficial, they're going to disappear too, and then you're going to look like everybody else in the line, in the wake that is Don and Candace. Oh yeah, she kept saying that she still believes her, but then acknowledges that Candace had her believing in a lot of things. I do feel bad for her. Yeah, I think though deep down she's probably got some doubt in her now. Yes, nice and glad I'm 47, so I still want to have fun, but energy for it. I keep reading other people's shit. I'm sorry. I agree. No Bud Light for me either. Yeah, we forgot. Man, I got to take some of this stuff out of here,
It's like
it down.
She wants to go on YouTube, but she don't want to talk about the hard questions about Summer. She wants to chit chat and stuff. If she was on YouTube for Summer, I'm talking about Candace.
Right.
She'd let people ask her questions about her daughter. Who would know her best or better than anybody else?
Well, she ain't gonna get by on YouTube as a personality. I'll tell you that.
No.
I don't think there's ever going to day when people tune in just to see what she's up to.
No, she has, I think, numbed herself so much. Like, To me, she has a hard time showing emotion also, so I don't know. Unless I'm wrong, but that's just her personality.
But she can act out some damned emotion, though, can't
Yeah,
she?
yeah, true. Very true. They did do that prank for no reason.
Yeah. The unsolicited prank.
They thought it would be real funny.
She has zero personality.
Yeah, true. Zero.
You got that shit right. Zero. I tell you though, man, it just goes to show you this circus ain't over.
No.
I don't even want to know where we're going next. You know, I think
She won't be here, I'll tell you that.
yeah, it ain't going down like that.
No, thank you. Even if I thought the lady was innocent, which I'm not saying she did it, I wouldn't want to be around her, wouldn't have nothing to do with her. Just the kind of mother she is. Really. It says a lot from her actions and what she's doing now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I guess I judge people because I think if you're a shitty parent, you're not a great person.
Yeah, me too.
And in my opinion, from what history has taught us, not great parents.
And she's had multiple attempts to try to be a better parent. Kid by kid by kid, and don't have any of them. She had a great, try at it. Her first two kids didn't get that right. Got them both taken away. Still.
What was weird though is she was like, she's gotten by kid by kid by kid by kid. And a normal person be like, oh, she's exaggerating. No, she shorted her 3.
Mm-hmm.
She still needed a by kid by kid by kid.
That's awful to say, but that's true.
Y'all ever think DW or CW will ever be indicted by a grand
jury?
Be
nice. They could be indicted for being bad parents for sure.
Well,
I'm just saying.
I'd like to think. I still think somebody can for sure.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's the thing is, a lot of the West case. I always bring it up. You never know where the cops might be.
Right.
You know, they could just be waiting on one little
piece of evidence.
Piece to fall into place, and bam, we got them all.
Yeah. Because with the West case, the cops now we find out from the very beginning thought the parents were guilty. You know.
Oh yes, from the moment they knocked on the door, Trezell opened that shit. They was like, "This guy."
No footprints, no dog scent on the kids, just weird stuff. So I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping they'll solve this case.
Yeah, I think it could definitely happen though. Yes, I gotta think there's I gotta think there's evidence of something between the where they did the thing where they can tell every cell phone that was in the area, cameras, all this. Something ain't lining up. Somebody's cell phone ain't where it's supposed to be, or something ain't here, something ain't right. I guarantee it. There's got to be something. I always thought it was weird they took the TV. I don't know. I know you have smart TVs now. I just want, and we have zero idea of what the boys have said. We have no idea of that. For all we know, they could have said, I don't remember seeing her
that day,
that evening.
Yeah.
When Mom got back, she wasn't with her.
Right.
What groceries? We don't know what they've said. You always got to kind of keep that in the back of your mind too, you know. Or they could be, that's exactly what happened, and you know, either which way it goes. But I gotta think there's evidence of something out there. I know what there's not evidence of, and that's a freaking abduction. That's the only thing the police have ever really put out with any oomph about him was there's no sign of an abduction. That tells me that there probably ain't nobody on a car in that time period anywhere around. I just don't see it. And you know, when your best defense is they ain't smart enough to pull this off, that doesn't mean they haven't.
Right. True.
Doesn't mean they have, but that's a hell of a bad defense. And the rest of it is your history looks bad, your rap sheet looks bad, what you've been doing lately looks bad.
All your actions look bad.
3 days after she went missing, you were talking about the rapture. 2 weeks, Candace finally comes out. Y'all just seems to not really understand why her hair was cut.
Y'all got a scripted story, the same exact story.
Dawn spits out. She went out the basement door, which was unlocked. Nobody talks like that. Keep piling all this shit together. It just all looks super bad.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody seems to be able to explain how this person got past the dogs. I've never heard an explanation of that yet. Hey, John, how about me and Rucker up and down the hill and see how fast we can get our carrier, a child, in arms?
Yeah. Cam did that, I think, with the bag of dog food. Remember? He said he tested it with the bag of dog food.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask Cam how that went. I forget.
Dawn hasn't ever loved harder than Candace, and Candace has never loved. I tell you what is going to blow my mind, and I don't think anybody would ever believe it. But if it ever was to come out that somehow Dawn was in the dark and something didn't happen,
know what
he
happened.
just never figured it out.
He probably thought Candace was too stupid to pull this off. You know, that's probably what he's thinking.
You know, I don't understand. I'm not going to act like I understand how it works in a domestic abuse situation, but for her to have had a 6-month cushion and a best friend beside her helping her and all that, and she still chose not to leave Dawn, seems very odd to me.
That would give you enough time to, you think, learn to live without them and try to move on. They're not book smart or social smart, but they are criminally smart. But most rational people can see through their BS. They just have to build a strong case. I totally agree, Amy.
They don't have to be smart enough to outsmart anybody, just smart enough to keep their mouth shut.
Yeah.
That's true too, because we've seen law enforcement in the area, not a bunch of scholars, in my opinion.
Yeah, and they're not talking much, really. Can't get much out of them. Really,
Law enforcement or
no, Candace and Lynn.
Oh, they talk a bunch. They just don't say shit because the people around them ain't asking them shit except, "Hey, you want to pet my goat? You want to pet my goat? Want to pet my hog?"
No. Whatever that is. No.
I'm just naming farm animals. Timmy the dogs were on vacation. Yeah. I'm surprised we ain't heard that. Well, he's on vacation. Y'all know that.
They go on vacation every year this time.
Not this time. I've heard they were all in the pack gone.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, I heard there was a deer way over in the woods. Everybody, Tom, Bill, Dick, Harry, Fred, Frank, Lisa, Marcy.
Let's go.
Roll out. Such a load of shit.
Because our dog hears just a little something outside and she goes off.
Nana, I'd have come to game night if you'd have told me before tonight. We have to go get our son. That's why we're ending early. That's why we came on early too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we came over.
Yeah, I definitely want to compete.
What kind of game night you having? I wonder.
You don't need me though. I whoop that ass. You bring whoever to the party.
He likes talking crap.
I like backing it up. That's what I think you mean. Daniel Chambliss said, "Get a room." LOL. Yeah, baby mama.
We have one upstairs. Y'all pointed that. That was weird.
Yeah, you're making it weirder, man. I'm like, just
why did I say that?
Stop there. Why are you talking about that?
Oh.
Y'all like our t-shirts? We didn't even bring those up.
You can't see mine.
I hope I don't get in trouble.
I should have done that.
Damn, boy, Jim's paying off, ain't it?
The logo's too low on mine. I was trying to put it up there for y'all to see, but move my hair. There we go.
Yeah.
Can they see it? I don't know. Let's see.
Do like you did earlier and bounce them up into the camera.
It's crooked though. Look.
Oh, you got it all geeked up. Oh man, look in the mirror when you do it, man.
I can't see.
Pull them up. There you go.
There.
Put them at 18.
It's hard to do it. I'm too short. There we go.
Did you get it?
No.
Put them at 18.
No.
I like yours, Brandy.
Thank you.
Yeah, I designed it. Well, you designed it. I had to show you how to do it. It looks good, don't it? It matches your other stuff too, don't it? You could wear a shawl with that or something.
A shawl.
What are the things called? You put
or cardigan thing, or I know what you're talking about. I don't
an
know
accessory.
Yeah. Jacket, sweater.
Mine's badass. Mine's Rockstar JDTC. Man, I look awful buff this evening. I look like a damn samurai warrior back here, don't I? Yeah. Guys, I got me another conservative triplets video underway. A lot of our people know who the twins are. Hodge twins.
Yeah.
They make Brandy blush.
Yeah.
Sometimes, don't they? They get nasty, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Pretty rough. Pretty rough.
Yeah.
Jesse knows who they are, I think. Don't you, Jesse? No. Y'all though, y'all got to go watch the
video.
It's a live.
Yeah.
It's called. Oh shit! Let me look. Because I want to send y'all to the right spot. Uhtred II, John. That's right. The full Uhtred is rocking, ain't it? Damn.
The movie came out for that, Last Kingdom. Y'all should watch it. It's on Netflix. It was okay, but
too much man on man love for this guy. I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, they had that in there.
Shit. Y'all bear with me 1 second. I don't want to tell you wrong. But man, I mean, this is another person this ain't somebody that knows them. This is somebody that was with her for 6 months. I think you ought to hear what the lady has to say for sure. If you're going to make an informed opinion on stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right or am I right?
Right.
What was the name of it?
Kathy.
The friend, Kathy. Yeah, there it is. It's called Never Stop for Summer Wells. What happens when you burn all your bridges?
That's exactly what she does. Burns her bridges.
Telling y'all need to go see that.
She's a bridge burner.
Hi, AK-47. Holy moly. Kathy has been with Candace since July 2021.
See? Yeah, a while. Oh, that's been a while, huh?
Yeah. And, you know.
Finally burnt that bridge.
People were in chat were asking her, though, if she had ever asked Candace what happened on that day. And she said she hadn't.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, man. I think I would have to at
Mhm.
some point just be like, look, if you need to talk about it, what happened on the 15th of June?
Just like I told y'all, I told you, like,
Stop interrogating me. Wouldn't
No,
she?
she would start telling the scripted story, I'm sure. It's stuck in her
Yeah,
mind on
Kathy-
rerun or
Kathy,
password.
what happened, Kansas?
I
Me
got
and her
home.
grandma
Yeah.
were planting flowers. She wanted a piece of candy. It was peppermint. We walked approximately 43 feet to the front door where I made sure to tell boys, watch your sister.
I'd be right back. I had to go help Mom with her knee brace.
I returned approximately 2 minutes later.
The boys were there. Boys, where's your sister?
Just gone.
What happened after
That's
that?
what it's like.
That was the end of the story, I think.
Went out through the door, which was unlocked.
I had to go find a phone that would call. I had the wrong
Yeah.
phone.
See, I thought
Switcheroo with the phone. I don't get that either.
I would have mentioned that. Would you have mentioned that?
No.
I got a phone. I called 911. I was like, oh shit. Hit the fan. Get here fast. I hung up. I ran and talked.
Didn't
Yeah.
she drive down the road though too? See, that happened too, which I don't know why she did that.
Well, she did what?
Drove down the road and back.
What pops in my mind, hiding evidence.
Go get ready, Madonna. They're coming. They're coming. Okay, get ready, Madonna.
She probably had Grannis, both of them had a big old pot plant and the damn buckets in each arm.
They're coming.
They're coming, Grannis. Grab the rest of the weed, Ma. You think it went down like that?
Maybe.
Flushing shit.
Mm.
I don't know. Look at peppermint in Urban Dictionary. It's not good.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll check into that shit.
What?
Oh, it sounded sarcastic after I said it. I was like, nah, I don't know. Peppermint. I remember the song by 50 Cent back in the day, Magic Stick. My mom thought that was, she's talking about the cane that magicians used. I was like, yeah, Mom, that's what it's about.
Then your daughter hears it in the car. She asked me one day, I'm like,
God, I hope Mom ain't watching this. She'll be like, what? What does it mean? She still won't know what it means, but she'll be like, it ain't that.
Oh.
Oh. Guys, I'm sorry for joking around. I know what we talk about ain't funny, but some of this shit, it's mind-numbingly impossible to get through if you don't try.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, right?
Right. That's crazy. We know the story so good. Anybody, probably you guys know the story too. Same story.
Oh, I feel like I could be questioned on the story, and they never tripped me up. What kind of peppermint was it? How many kinds of peppermint are there?
Yeah, for those 2 weeks, Dawn had to write like cards out for Candace, index cards for her to learn the story properly. That's what they were doing.
Yeah, flashcards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those.
How many minutes were you gone? 2.
What kind of candy was it? Butterscotch. Nope. That's wrong, Candace.
Candace. WJHL. She's having a hard time learning this. Let me get back to you maybe next week. I don't know, guys. Everybody, thanks for coming. We gotta go grab our young, hard-working man from BK.
Have it your
way. I like the BK commercials now, man. They got some good rhythm to them, don't they?
Yeah.
Kind of hype.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're gonna go. Thanks everybody for coming. Thanks to all the members.
New members
One Love. Welcome.
and our donated membership.
And
Thank
our other
you.
Patty. Was it Patty? I don't know. My memory's shit anymore. I'm sorry if it wasn't.
I'd
I
have
tried.
to look.
I felt like it was Patty. I want to say Felicia, and I'm like, no, that ain't right.
Barbara Lang is the one that donated it. I don't know who now got it. I have to go back and look.
Guys, go watch the video though. It's worth a watch. I'm telling you.
We learned some new stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting. See you guys later. We're out.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye.